everybody. Welcome to another episode of All Elite with Keith. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. A lot of wrestling took place this weekend from AEW and also WWE. I did watch, Jericho's pay-per-view, Money in the Bank. Hey, girl. I sound like the Mama on Friday. Hey, girl.
Yo. What's up, everybody? What's up to the chat?
Yes, I did tune in, of course, to Money in the Bank, which was good. And shout out to Tony Khan keeping folks on their toes because people want to have WrestleMania in the London. Okay. We see what's going on. We see what's going on. They keep each other on their toes. So, great weekend in wrestling. A lot of discourse happened. I want to address something because I know I kind of had Twitter a little started, even though Twitter's broken, but it still got out. Okay, I made a tweet, but it was on topic with the LA Knight being Baby Rock or whatever, using the Rock's gimmick. And all I said, I didn't even say a name, but all I said was, we got somebody acting like the fake Rock too in AEW, and people just started saying his name. So I ain't said, even though I played the fifth, but I ain't said, y'all did. So we all on the same page. But I just say it's no shade to him at all. Like, I wasn't dissing him, or it wasn't no shade, but I was just putting out there like the Rock's gimmick is, people have tried to use it or using it in a way, but just using it as their own. Like, you can tell they using a little bit of the Rock with LA Knight is just a little bit with his own twist and his own personality with it. And just like on that side, like we see it as well. It's just, all I said was it wasn't working for him. That's all I said. I wasn't dissing it. I was just speaking truth.
It be like that sometimes, man.
It be like that. I like both of them. I like LA Knight, but I was going for Damian Priest. But I like LA Knight, and I also like, I'll talk about him later on the show. But I wasn't dissing him. Yeah. Everybody kept saying it was a diss. I wasn't dissing him. I was just saying, like, it's just not working for him. And I just hope CM Punk tells him that. And I feel like CM Punk is the perfect person to tell him the truth. So that way he can, get where he needs to be, because Cody probably told him, yeah, that fits you. You look the part on some, Cody Rhodes type shit.
He doesn't put himself. He doesn't put himself into position to have to be the one to do things like that. Because what did he say his first time back on Collision? He said, "Because I am the truth, and I am the one true genuine article." Oh, okay, well, hey, you're gonna be somebody OG, man. You better pick a couple of these dudes and pull them up by their bootstraps and get these dudes out here, man. You feel me?
Yeah, that's all I was saying. I was just like, maybe Phil. Just tell him that it's not working. Just do something else. It's not working. And also too, I didn't give y'all room to insult him, calling him the pebble and all of that stuff. I don't encourage that. That's not what I didn't leave room for. But it is the IWC. You give an inch, they take a mile. So it's expected. So whatever. But
are you excited for 4th of July?
4th of July is a day off celebration, I feel, in my eyes. I'm Black.
It's a pagan holiday.
It's a day off of work with fireworks. Barbecue, fireworks, and a day off. That's how I view it.
I'll take that.
Liquor time.
Salute to Eddie.
Yeah, so y'all can turn, if you off work tonight, tomorrow, turn up tonight, because I did. But we're going to get into AEW, of course. AEW content. We're going to get into some Collision, Dynamite, Rampage. If you're new here, again, I switched my whole flow up, and I do it how I do it now. Goofy of the Week is out now because, it's just too much. It's just too much. And then, people still in the stilo. So I just had to switch it up a little bit, okay? So we're going to get into AEW. We're going to get into Dynamite and Collision. So we're going to pop it off with both of the openers. Dynamite started off with Pitbull Ishii versus Moxley. And then also on Collision, you had MJF versus Kip Morris. And, of course, follow up with the MJF promo. So Moxley and Ishii, great match. You cannot go with these two. These two are a brawler. I love brawl style type matches. I'm into that. I'm from Texas. We do that all day. I love brawl style matches. It was a lot of great counterfalls. Just a great all around match. And then I'm going to move over to Collision. Then you had MJF. He faced the local talent out there, Kim Morris, Canadian's own. I just don't see why a champion is facing a jobber, but it's MJF at the end of the day. And then he followed up with a promo, and then that promo was interrupted by Ethan Page. We've been wanting Ethan Page out of that whole Hardyverse. And Ethan Page cut a great ass promo against MJF. This is the Ethan Page that I know, and I was excited to see that. SummerSlam is in Detroit. I don't know if you was on Twitter before Twitter broken, but the bad bitches is in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you was on Twitter when they was doing those bad bitches in Detroit thread. But apparently a lot of them on the west side of Detroit. So if you go out there for SummerSlam, west side Detroit is where the bad bitches at.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That thread was all I like where Cash Doll is from. Nothing but like that whole thread was I ain't seen no ugly person in that thread. Not a one. Like full. Nothing but bad bees. Because they said they kind of shaded Texas girls because they said Texas girls ain't the only one with bad bees, and they did that thread, and I was like, oh, okay.
I don't discriminate.
Yeah. If you go to SummerSlam, West Side Detroit is where the bad bees at. They say that they said the East Side Detroit girls be setting folks up, so don't mess with the girls from the side. I guess mess with the girls from the West Side. So hide your mans because. If they see a West Side Detroit girl, it's over with.
Good to know.
It's over with. Okay, so so the opening started off with that, a great opener. Now with the Moxley and Ishii, people started coming out. It started getting a little bit chaotic a little bit at first.
A little testy.
A
little testy.
Yeah, it was very testy. Very testy.
Was getting high.
That defeats strong style. Yeah. But that was more brawling to me in this match. It was more brawl style, but yeah. So a great lineup opener. Audience, if you're in the audience, y'all guys determine which was the better show. So make sure you keep in mind which segment goes with which, and if. Graham, you keep up. So
I'm keeping track. I got my pen and my pad, and y'all let me know in the chat.
So which segment was better? The match with Moxley and Ishii on Dynamite or MJF promo with MJF versus Kip? You decide in the comments. Make sure y'all vote in the comments. Put a big D or put a big C. We banging, okay? D or a C. So he will know. All right, so we're moving on. So on Dynamite as well, you had the Adam Cole segment with MJF. Also, another segment, Renee with Moxley. So I put that all together because this was going against the actual match. So in Collision, you had MJF versus Ethan Page. It ended up being a match. The Adam Cole with MJF segment, I really do. I hate because y'all know how I feel about MJF, but I actually like this, and I only like this because it does remind me of Jericho and Kevin Owens. Again, MJF is taking the playbook out of Jericho's playbook, and it works. It works. I like this. MJF is trying to, hey bud, we should do this and this and this, and now the coach just not really kind of fucking with us. It's like, bro, we just you doing too much. I don't want to hang with you. You're kind of doing too much. Get away from me with the scarf. And you had that, and then it followed up with another backstage segment. It was Renee and her man, because she was trying to figure out what her man, like, my man, like, my man, what's going on?
That's hilarious.
She was like, my baby, I don't, what y'all gonna do? I'm sick of this shit. Y'all stressing me out.
Her acting chops were pretty good here, though.
Yeah.
She came across really well.
She said, my man. You know what I'm saying? She was like, my man, I don't like my man like this because my man, y'all man, my man.
Yeah. She was not feeling that. She told
Eddie Kingston,
"Hey, figure it out. I'm tired of being in between this."
She said, "Figure it out." And guess what? She left in the same direction with her man. I know that's hard. Like,
I peeped that too. I was like, okay, well, we know what side she's on anyway. At the end,
just like, I'm sick of this shit, but I'm going to my man.
You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do.
My man laying the pipe, okay? I'm going next to my man.
Oh yeah, Eddie said MJF interrupted Adam Cole's live stream over the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Y'all posted that. That was so funny. He said, "Can we have matching uniforms, matching gear at our?" And he just stopped.
Oh God, for the tournament, right?
Yeah, that's some matching gear. Oh, he said, "Oh, hey Maxwell, can we have matching?" Then he was like, "What the fuck? Not him on my stream."
He's like, "I'm not even Adam Cole right now. I'm supposed to be Chugs. I'm supposed to be doing my thing. I try to keep this thing separate. I like the little bromance, but you know."
Yeah. I hate that I like this, but I do like it. It is a little bit entertaining, so I do like it.
It was ugly.
Yeah. And then on Collision, like I said, another MJF. It was MJF versus Ethan Page. This was a great match. A good match between these two. I'm glad that Ethan Page, like I said, got the respect that he deserves in the ring. I saw a little bit discourse because we know Twitter is broken, but the little things that I seen on that Saturday, I was glad to see the Ethan Page, the tweets. And Ethan Page was right on the promo when he said they always call me, and I've said on the show from last year to this year, Ethan Page is just one of those mid-card heels, and he's always going to be booked because you need the mid-card heels, and he's always been there, even like, you know, to bring up somebody like Hook or to help revamp the Hardys and things like that. You always need somebody like that, and Ethan Page has been consistent. He's always been there on go, and he does his job. So it was great seeing him finally, you know, go for the AEW championship. Which just shows that Ethan Page, you know, you can, you know, if you do it right, he can be up there as like one of the top wrestlers instead of being mid-card. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a mid-carder or nothing like that, because like I said, you need those. But he just showed that, yeah, if you put me out there, I can deliver as well, just like any other guys that's up there. So I was great. I was happy to see that for Ethan Page. So if you're in the chat, put your big D or you put your big C for which one had the better segment on either show, okay? Moving on. Also, you had on Dynamite, you had the trios match, Orange Cassidy, Keith Lee, and Vikingo versus Jazz. You know, Daniel Garcia and the two minions, as I call them. And then also on Collision, you had the Owen Hart Foundation tournament quarterfinal. It was Powerhouse Hobbs versus Dustin Rhodes. Both now the trios match, it was really fun. We saw Keith Lee. He dyed the gray hair. He don't look old no more. His hair is back black, and he actually delivered. So I guess he heard the talk on Twitter. He saw it, and He delivered. Shout out to Vikingo again, getting more TV time. I like when the world see him, that y'all finally see him and things like that. So shout out to him. And then Orange Cassidy, you cannot go wrong with Orange Cassidy. But also I want to say shout out to Daniel Garcia, because Daniel Garcia he needs to be taken seriously as a in-ring wrestler, because he does a wonderful, wonderful job in the ring, and he also delivered as well. But that stupid ass dance, I cannot stand that stroke dance that he's doing, like he's stroking. I can't deal.
You don't like the dance?
No, it's just like, why does he do this? But I get it, because he's a sports entertainer.
Ashley has just been, and Garcia's just dancing amok right here. He's dancing amok.
He does the pump, the stroke dance. He did it on top of Keith Lee back. Keith Lee, I can't believe you let him do that, but
that was pretty funny. Yeah,
that was funny, but yeah. So Keith Lee, he took the pin or whatever, and they ended up winning the match. So great trios match. It was very fun, and then also on Collision, like I said, it was the Owen Hart semifinal. The quarter semi, but it was Powerhouse Hobbs versus Dustin Rhodes, and we know that this is Dustin Rhodes' last year in wrestling. He just want to go out with a bang and things like that. He's a great teacher, phenomenal coach. He did put up he's always been a better wrestler than his brother. He's always been the better wrestler to me, in my opinion, the better Rhodes in ring wise. Great match with him and Powerhouse Hobbs. He made Powerhouse Hobbs look strong while also not looking like a jobber at his age. Dustin Rhodes will always have like a special place in my heart as a wrestler, because he's a great wrestler, especially in his prime days. He was, in my opinion, the best Rhodes as a wrestler. He might not have the same popularity as his dad, but as far as a better in-ring wrestler, he's better than his dad and his brother. So, great match. Of course, Powerhouse Hobbs ended up taking the W to move forward on the bracket for the Owen Hart tournament. But yeah, so like I said, if you're in the chat, just put your big D's and put your big C's on which one was the better match for that segment.
Let me know.
Yeah, let him know, because he's taking the tallies.
Yeah.
Also, moving right along, we had Dynamite. It was a Hangman Page and the Bucks backstage. They was confronted by Dark Order. And then on Collision, you had Miro versus another Canada's own Anthony Henry. Now, the Hangman and the Young Bucks and the Dark Order confrontation is interesting. Dark Order is just like, you was with us. We was there for you at your low. And then now you're back to how you want to be. You're back with the people that made you feel low. I know a lot of people can relate to that. People use you. We there for you when you down. We the real ones for you. And then you get back on your feet and you leave us to the people that left you on the ground. I know if you in the chat, I know y'all felt that. This is the first, I was just like, Dark Order kind of have a valid reason. And I'm like, hey, man, I get it. You wanted your friends back, but that's not how you do people.
Yeah.
You don't do people like that.
Like, I feel like, if you're not, like, if you're just like kind of like on the outside looking in, like just like a casual viewer, you'll probably look at that as like, oh, okay, like the Dark Order is being like annoying, because this is not like the first time they've brought this up. But if you're paying attention to like the small details of the story, there has been a few instances where Hangman is just like, y'all cool, but y'all only really cool because my niggas ain't really my niggas like that right now. Like, it wasn't like y'all cool because I really rock with y'all. It was like y'all cool because I ain't really got no other friends right now, and I'm down and I need somebody to talk to.
That sounds like the life of Keeks. That's crazy.
Damn, that sounds like how I do bitches.
Anyway. Just saying, you fuck with Keeks when you're mad at people, And then when you get back right, it's back butt kicks. I get it. I'm Dark Order right now. I get it. I'm Dark Order right now. But I get it. So, yeah. So, Dark Order was just like, since you want to be funny, you can catch these hands.
He was like, no, I'm serious. Like, we're not here to like be your friends. We're here to fight you. We want a match.
Even Uno tired of this shit. He was just like, we gonna get down because you ain't gonna use us like that. We gonna get down. We was there for you. We held you up when you won the fucking championship. We was there. When you ain't had nobody, we was there. We almost made you the leader of Dark Order and you ain't want it.
True.
So, yeah. And then on Collision, Miro again, debuting his, to build back the rank because Tony Khan said they are bringing the rankings back. So he faced another local talent, Anthony Henry. Squashed that man. Rest in peace to that man. In front of the hoes, in front of the bad bitches. So rest in peace to that man. Yeah, so we just showing, Miro his skills or whatever. So not much to really dissect on that because I don't want to call that man a jobber, but it was just one of those type of matches. So if you in the comments, put your D for the D and put your C for the C.
This what it is, Geeks. He's not a jobber, but this was an enhancement match.
Yeah, okay, enhancement.
Yeah, this was an enhancement match to enhance the character of Miro and continue to spotlight him as you said, this is his return, and we'll see.
Yeah, how this enhancement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Enhancement match. I'm gonna start saying an enhancement match. All right, so this next one, okay, on this next Dynamite, it was Jungle Boy Jack Perry's promo versus Collision Christian Cage promo. Okay, so we had these two going head to head, which is definitely funny. Jungle Boy comes out and he's wearing his father's jacket, Luke Perry's jacket, which is very cool. He came out wearing that. He got the shades on. He got his hair in his ponytail. He's telling y'all to shut the fuck up, singing singing his theme song. Now, I know that everybody was making fun of Jack Perry and his promo, but y'all also have to remember that Jack Perry says that he has major anxiety when it comes to promos. He starts sweating and his mind goes blank. So I'm going to give him a few chances, because this is the first time in a while he's cutting a promo like by himself with no type of guidance. Nobody's in the ring. It's just him. And he went out there and you can tell that he was nervous. I could tell that he was nervous to do this type of promo. And he really tried. So I'm just giving him a chance. Be patient. He's going to get to where he needs to go. You could tell that Christian is influenced him a little bit with this promo, because the swag was like Christian. His aura was like Christian. And even when Hook came out, he did that whole backstage segment just like Christian did with him. So we could tell this is Mike leading up to a reunited with Christian and Jack Perry. It's just, let Jack Perry, give him a chance, y'all. Like, not everybody starts out smooth. Like, it was a point in time when MJF was a good at promo until he started getting annoying. But y'all got to remember, he started off really green until he was paired up with my GOAT, okay? So people have a rough start. This is his first time being a heel. So you can tell it's in him. He's the son of Luke Perry. And Luke Perry was always a fucking villain in anything he played on. So you can tell that it's in him. It's just once he gets more work and he's able to kind of calm his nerves, it will be where we want it to be. So just give him a chance, y'all. Just let him get there. Jack Perry, it's in you. It's in you. You know who your daddy is. It is in you. Find it, practice it. If you gotta practice it in front of Christian, do that shit. Because it would have been there, but I could tell that you was nervous. It will get there, because this is just like how Dominic was when Dominic became heel. Nobody wasn't feeling it, but now he's like, he can't even get a word out.
I have a question. And I don't say this to be like disrespectful, to try to cause a stir. Like, I'm genuinely curious, like, because you mentioned that you could tell that he was nervous. I could also tell that he was nervous when he was cutting this promo. I didn't necessarily enjoy it, but I also am very aware of his anxiety issues and shit like that. Do you think that he wore his dad's jacket because like he thought that was a cool thing to like present as a heel, or because maybe he just needed a little something like a motivation, just kind of like to have a piece of like maybe his dad with him as he was like going down this new journey and path in his career, trying to present a different type of character?
I think it was both.
Yeah. Okay.
I really do think it was both. It was probably one of those like, if he was here, he will help me, but he's not here. So let me, because your mom can only do so much. I know that he's his godmom, Tori, I can't think of her name, Tori, that was on the show, not out Beverly Hills.
Oh yeah,
with him.
Tori
I know that she works with him a little bit. It's different when you have people work with him, but I know you will want the feeling if he was here and things like that. So I think it's really both. For comfort and also to just like get it out there. That's a great question, Graham, because nobody really thought of that. I don't think I heard nobody say anything like that. So that's a great question. Great question. And I really think it was both. But keep wearing it if you have to. If you gotta keep wearing it, just keep wearing it. And I want to say that's his shades too.
Maybe.
I think that's his shades as well. So if you gotta wear your dad's stuff, wear your dad's stuff. If he ain't gone, he with you. He in you. You can do it. Okay. Now moving over to Collision Christian Cage promo. Now that shit was funny because they was trying to interview Luchasaurus, but Christian Cage was like, got the belt and shit and took the mic. And then he was just like, if you want this belt, you're going to have to step to him. But I got the belt. This is my belt, but he's fighting it.
I like that.
Right. They said, and Christian, why do you have the belt? Because he's fighting for it, but it's my belt. Duh.
Tell me.
And then you got fucking Sean Spears trying to challenge Luchasaurus, and Christian kept cutting in front of him like, no, you talking to me. You're not talking to him. I make the decisions. You talking to me. Well, I'm talking to the TNT Championship. Yes, you're looking at him. He just fights for me. And I like that. That's funny. This is Christian. This is TNA Christian a little bit right here. I like this. I'm fucking with it. So the parallels between Jack Perry and Christian Cage. Now, I want to even take it back further, because when Christian Cage first started out being on his solo shit, even after him and Edge departed, and Christian Cage was going on this heel turn, y'all gotta remember, he wasn't the best speaker as well until like he had to find his footing a little bit, and then once he found his footing, the ball was rolling. And it's kind of similar to Jack Perry a little bit. So the similarities is there, because Christian Cage, you could tell he was a little nervous and stuff like that, because the audience back then was ruthless compared to what we got right now. So the parallels is there between Christian Cage and Jack Perry, and I think Christian Cage sees something in Jack Perry. He sees his younger self in him too, as far as like his career and stuff like that. So they ended up pairing Christian Cage up with that's when they started pairing him up with Diamond Dallas Page, if I'm not mistaken. When they first did the Raw and the SmackDown roster, and Christian had to be a heel. Remember?
No, when they did the first roster split, right?
When he did the first roster split, and he had to be paired up with Diamond Dallas Page a little bit, and that kind of helped him be a better heel because he was trying like solo, but it wasn't dissecting and it wasn't transferring with the fans. But you can see the potential in Christian, but you know at that time people was just so Edge is up next.
That's hella funny.
I think when Christian, when he became the IC champ, that's when shit started taking off for him. And I think, because I remember that Mania when he slammed the door on fucking Molly Holly's face and shit like that.
Oh.
That's when it started kind of building up for him.
Yeah, he was an asshole for that one.
He was an ass. Like when he became the asshole, then that's when shit started to work. So the similarities is there. So Jack Perry, I will give it by All In. That's when people really just start fucking with him as a heel. When people when he'll start winning over folks as being a heel.
Yeah, I don't think because for me the promo and the words didn't necessarily connect or work.
Right.
But when Hook came out and he had to run. And he was running through the arena, looking back, trying to, he was doing like that chicken shit here. Like, okay, I got to get away from it. I was just talking shit. And I know I can't really do nothing about that right now. Like I'm going to try to figure out a way to fuck him up. But right now I'm just talking.
Right. Just give
come
him,
out here.
Just let him be. If Tony, if you looked at 90210, just let him be an asshole heel, but on some swagger shit, just like his daddy.
Yeah,
his daddy was an asshole, but I could get the hoes. I can get the hoes. I'm an asshole.
Tony got to let him cut promos like at the Beverly Hills Hotel, just like it's about like poolside.
And then you mention your girl. I mean, I would think pair Anna Jay up with him.
Just do it, bro.
Just pair Anna Jay up with him, and it don't have to be like Taya and Sammy. It could be on something totally different.
Yeah, I'm with you. Just do it, man.
It could be totally like they don't have to come out kissing and shit. Just it could be something totally different, but it will work if she was around there. Like I'm with the baddest bitch in AEW. Like you could do something with that.
You know what I would like? If they did if they weren't like annoyingly like what's the word? Like Sammy and Tay with like the PDA, the public display of affection and all that. But if they were like just super annoying with like cute nicknames and like just being extra just extra in each other's face, like touching each other's nose and all types of shit. Be like I would enjoy that. I would enjoy that.
Yeah. So before I go into like the main event, I do want to say because it was nothing paired up with it, but on Collision you also had Andrade cut a promo, and then of course House of Black, they got his mask and he won his mask. So that feud is going to continue. Andrade didn't mention who he has. He said he has help. We're assuming it's going to be Roosh, because Roosh said, "Don't believe the lies." That's what he said on Twitter not too long ago. So
yeah,
never know. So I just wanted to throw that in there. There was no segment paired up, but I did wanted to bring that out there that Andrade did. He want his fucking mask back. You don't steal a fucking Mexican named mask. You die.
I want one of them La Sombra necklaces. That chain is hard as hell with the mask on. I'm like, that's fire, bro. That's fire.
Yes.
That's fire. But I ain't got just 20, 30K to just drop on a nice little piece like that. But it's all good. It's all good.
We can always go on Amazon.
Yo.
We can fake it till we make it. We can fake it till we make it. Just rub it down with some alcohol so your neck won't turn green.
You feel me?
There you
go.
There you go. You gotta,
I'm with you. If I show up on Wednesday with a Jesus piece or something, don't look at me crazy. Don't look at me crazy. Just know my Amazon Prime is doing what it's supposed to do.
Or you can be like some wrestlers and spend your whole check on a chain. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, GoFundMe coming next week. It's hard to get these bookings out here,
they be lying. My house burned down. I need to GoFundMe. I'll be like, you ain't had no house insurance? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. All right, so we gonna get into the main event. Like I said, y'all know I do women business separate. I ain't miss nobody. I do that separate. The main event on Dynamite, you had the Tornado Tag Team Champion. The Tornado Tag Team Grudge match.
We gotta go back.
Why?
Because the Dark Order and Elite match.
I keep forgetting shit. Okay. My bad, y'all. Not the main event right now. My bad. But shit, I did have it down. That is crazy.
Dark Order and Elite.
Yes, the Elite.
Ricky Starks and Juice Robinson.
The Elite, Dark Order, and then also on Collision, another Owen Hart quarter final match. It was Ricky Starks versus Juice Robinson. I'm sorry, y'all. But so on Dynamite, the Elite versus Dark Order. Great match. A lot of shit happened. It was a lot of shit that happened. Like I said, it was a story within the story within the story. Of course, Hangman Page did not want to fight them. But Evil Uno, you know how Evil Uno is. I don't give a fuck about none of that. And he's bam. We gonna fight. We fighting today. I don't want to see it. I don't want to fight these. No, fuck that. And the Young Bucks was on the same shit too. Like, fuck that. I'm not your real friends anyway. Fight them. They lame. Fight them. They lame. They want to fight us. Fight them. What is you? You don't want to fight them? Who cares? You use them anyway. Fight them. So you had that. And then, of course, they ended up taking the L. But then you had BCC come right back out to jump them. Eddie Kingston tried to come out there. He got jumped too.
Yeah.
And then Dark Order just...
Hey, he got hit with that Draymond stomp. As soon as he tried to roll in the ring, Mox was like, nah.
Claudio did him so dirty. Claudio said, "Stop your bitch ass. Bitch, what you mad at me for? Keep my name out your mouth." Claudio spoke the fuck out of him. And then Dark Order, they just looked at Adam Page like, we don't care. And Adam Page was just like, Titanic music just started playing. There's nothing I fear. It's like, fuck you. Yeah. Adam Page could not believe it. How dare y'all leave me? Like, what you mean? What you mean you did them dirty for so long? Like, what you thought? They have to look out for them at the end of the day. You ain't been there for them. Mm-hmm. In there. Oh, they popping fireworks out here, y'all. But it was crucial. They was just, it was a great story within the story within the story. So BCC still on that jumping shit. They cannot stand the Elite. Claudio can't stand Eddie. Eddie can't stand Claudio. It's almost like the way that Claudio be looking at Eddie Kingston is so funny. He just be like, rent free.
So this is where we got the announcement of Blood and Guts, I believe July 19th or 15th, Dynamite in Baltimore. In Boston, TD Garden. Who's in this match? Because Bryan Danielson's injured. His arm is broken. This is 4-on-4, 5-on-5. Do we have the team set yet? I might have missed that. If so,
they probably replace it with Tanahashi. Soup.
Takeshita. Okay, so he gonna come in and do.
Soup.
Cool. I forgot about Soup. Yeah, you're right about that. Okay, cool. And then it'll be against,
Kenny. It'll be Kenny. It'll most likely be Kenny, Adam, and the Bucks.
Eddie Kingston's not going to be in this match?
They might do so. I don't know. I don't know how they'll have it.
Are they going to kind of maybe like pull Kenny away from this after this week? Because he's got that match with Yuta, and I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how
you gotta remember Eddie Kingston don't really fuck with the Elite like that.
Yeah, Andy coming in just on time. Eddie don't like nobody though. You right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Right.
Eddie, I'm addressing all my enemies.
Right. Yeah, I gotta remember that. Yes, that's pretty much.
I got a question for the New Yorkers. Why do y'all never just be happy? What's the problem? Like, if Forbidden Door, they won the match, but he was still mad. I'm just like,
I think they overpopulated. It's a lot of people. They just be getting in each other way all the time. New York probably smell like like a wrestling arena, like all the time. Bunch of niggas musty and shit.
I be
no
having fun.
It's just a lot of people, a lot of body odor. Not to say niggas stink, but
they rude too. Cause when I fresh out the airport, I'm in the airport. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. You know I'm Southern. I say, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know where the ma'am? And I said, yes, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know where the fucking luggage pickup is? And we getting into it. And the man was like, oh, you not from here. I could tell by your accent because you said y'all so loud. Because she young too. I'm like, and I'm just asking you a fucking question. I'm just asking you. But yeah, so Eddie Kingston was bad. You know, he don't fuck with the Elite like that. He already said he don't like them. They just like, okay, let's join the. No, Matt was like, join the club.
Right.
You're gonna have to fall in line with that, buddy.
You ain't the only one, my boy.
Right? Like, okay, that's okay. So I don't know. They might do Eddie Kingston, but Eddie Kingston in that G1. So I don't know how to do it. He's in the G1. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
He is in the G1 tournament. I don't know how that's gonna happen. I see a lot of discourse about Eddie because how he looks, it doesn't look like he's a good wrestler. He is a good wrestler. It's just, he, like he said, he was just like, what you want him to do? He ate while he was recovering after surgery.
Yeah, man.
He said, I had ice cream. What do you want me to do?
Right. You feel me? Like, what you mean? You feel me? I dig it though.
Yeah, Eddie just, he got the Papa weight going. It happens. I'm not gonna shame him or nothing. I'm like, and my mom always said I ain't got nothing nice to say. Don't say that at all. But I like him. I respect him. You know what I'm saying? He reached out to me and stuff like that. But he, like he said, he just when he was recovering, he was eating.
That's called happy weight, geeks.
Right, it's happy weight. He was getting his chopped cheese and he was getting his ice cream and whatever else my fellow Puerto Ricans eat. That's what he was doing.
Turn up.
And listening to DMX. Eating his ice cream, listening to rap, and looking at wrestling, I guess.
Turn up. So we had that match and that announcement versus this Owen tournament match with Ricky Starks and Juice Robinson.
Okay, I want to talk about this match. Okay. It started off, I don't know, the communication was not there a little bit. I don't know what was going on, but they did easily picked it up. They picked it up a little bit. And then it ended up being a good match towards the end. Ricky Starks ended up picking up the win. He's moving forward in the Owen Hart tournament when she's going to face his former partner, Hobbs. Another pass coming back. So that's going to be interesting. Juice Robinson. He kind of won me over a little bit in this match as far as he's a great worker. I can give him that. And he's starting to grow on me a little bit. He's starting to grow on me, Juice Robinson. I don't know. I just still don't know about him, but he's starting to grow on me. I'm still giving it time. Maybe it's the whole reggae and stuff like that. I don't know.
You
It's starting
know
to kind
what
of
it is for me when I see Juice, I don't see like this explosive 5-6 star Meltzer rating in-ring performer, but I
right.
see somebody that goes out there and gives it 100% effort every
Mm-hmm.
time. Like whatever he can do in-ring character work, like he's working all of that into one, and he's trying to get the match over. He's trying to get the program over. He's trying to get his opponent over. And so that I can appreciate from him. He's been growing on me for like the last couple of years. Like I really enjoy his work now. I think he's really like with this Bullet Club Gold thing, I think he's really gonna like be able to come into his own in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that he didn't necessarily have his first year that he'd been there.
Yeah. That's totally true. Because Bullet Club Gold is doing a great job, and Jay White is finally finding his footing as well in AEW. He always had his footing, but I think AEW is really good for him. Bullet Club Gold is really good. Them adding the guns to it is really good. I saw somebody said they really need to add El Phantasmo. I would not mind if they did that too. But you know, he's still wrestling in Impact. El Phantasmo, when that shit is over, bring your ass to AEW, please.
You know what I noticed?
I like
El
El Phantasmo.
Phantasmo, he has a shirt that he dropped recently. It's his El Phantasmo Bullet Club version of his shirt. It's black and gold. So maybe that's a little, what do they call those things? Like an Easter egg or like a hint to what's going to happen.
Or what y'all be saying, long-term booking.
There you go. Long-term booking.
Yeah, so we're going to have Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Me personally, I feel like I already know what this is leading to. Ricky Starks versus CM Punk. Because CM Punk probably wants to revamp Ricky Starks, which we have been wanting for a little bit, because like my discourse on Twitter, like I said, it was not a dig to him. I just feel like it's not translating. And this is perfect for him because Cody Rhodes do not need to be his OG. I'd rather him have Phil than Cody Rhodes as his OG. So if CM Punk wants to revamp Ricky Starks, then I'm all for it. But if this means to revamp Ricky Starks so you can win, then I'm gonna say some shit. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay.
He's gonna lose. Punk is gonna lose. He's already touched the trophy, and he's a big hockey fan. Mm-hmm. And you know, there's like a big what's the word? It's not a whatever the urban legend is, you know, like you're not supposed to touch the trophy before it's actually yours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I think he was foreshadowing there, that he's not going to win because he touched the trophy too early.
Right. Very much so. The Stanley Cup.
There you go.
Yeah, so like I said, if you're in the chat, make sure you put your big D's and make sure you put your big C's. I'm sorry I messed up that segment, but you know, I be moving. But we gonna now get into the main event.
Appreciate y'all. Vote on this last segment, y'all. By the way, Ricky Starks and Juice and the Owen, or the Elite Dark Order plus the Blood and Guts thing.
Yeah. So main event time on Dynamite, you had the Tornado Tag Team Grudge match. It was the Paymaker, Chris Jericho, and Sammy versus Sting and Darby Allin. Another fun match for me, main event. Sting doing Sting things. If you wasn't watching WCW, because I know some people like, I can't believe Sting doing it. I'm like, y'all, Sting used to do some risky ass shit in WCW for no fucking reason at all, just because he wanted to do it. This is the same man that came down from the fucking helicopter and shit for no reason. Like, it's Sting. But it's just the fact that he's still doing this at like 63. He jumped from the fucking ladder, landed on the table, on the edge of the table. I scared the hell out of me. Steen, don't do that no more, please. We still need you here. You don't got to do that. But also, again, shout out to Jericho because Jericho, rightfully so, put him over. He was able to do the walls of Jericho on him, which he always wanted to do on Sting, and he was able to do it. But yeah, so he ended up taking the pinfall for it. And again, another crazy, risky match for Sammy Guevara, Jericho, Darby Allin, and Sting. Also, Collision's main event, and of course, CM Punk came out to announce. He was part of the announcement team for this. Mixed reaction from the crowd. You heard some boos, you heard some yays. That's going to go on for a while because, you know, there is no AEW without Elite. I always remember that. But you had Samoa Joe versus Rowdy. Great match. It's giving ROH.
Yeah.
It gives ROH the entire match. Samoa Joe put that man in the dirt. Samoa Joe put that man in the fucking stretcher. Like, he ain't playing with CM Punk. Like, he basically gave a warning to CM Punk. Like, I'll do you just like I did this man.
Yeah.
And worse. So we getting Samoa Joe advances in the Owen Hart. It was another quarterfinal match. So we're going to get Samoa Joe versus CM Punk. And then you got Powerhouse Hobbs versus Ricky Stark. So it's going to be some great matches for this tournament. But, you know, we can tell where it's going to go. But yeah, so because Collision had the Owen Hart tournament matches, we were supposed to have one on Dynamite, but the person wasn't, you know, I'll talk about it on Women Business. But yeah, so if you in the chat, which main event was better, the Big D or the Big C's? Big D or the Big C's in the chat for the main event.
That's crazy.
All right, so I'm gonna skim through Rampage. I'm not gonna dissect too much from it. If you want to go further in detail with Rampage, make sure you tune in every Wednesdays on live to Public Enemies. They do talk about all the promotions, all the events that took place, or you can always catch the other pro AEW contests as well when it comes to Rampage. I only just skip, you know, just say who won and who didn't and keep it moving because it's too much content, okay, for me. You know what I'm saying? And I also want to the demo chart came out for Rampage. Shout out, the Luchadors is saving fucking Rampage because this is the third week, and every time a Luchador is on Rampage, they make another a quarter record for Rampage. So shout out to the Luchadors. Lucha is saving Rampage. Yes.
You know,
yes.
They could just, you know, that first hour of Nitro was really successful.
Mm-hmm.
They could just put a bunch of dope ass matches, car crash type lucha libre shit on Rampage and just let them cook. I don't care if it's AEW, if it's ROH. I don't give a fuck if it's New Japan. I don't give a fuck. Let them niggas go crazy.
The Luchadors is saving Friday night Rampage. So shout out to the Penta, Commander, like all of them. Every time they're on Rampage, it meets. So shout out to the Luchadors. Y'all said Luchadors they meeting the demos for the Rampage. They getting it. I don't give a damn if it has to be 400,000 or 500,000. They meeting that shit. So shout out to the Luchadors. They saving Rampage right now. But on Rampage, of course, they popped out with the opener ROH World Championship match. It was Claudio versus Commander. You know, Claudio ended up taking the win for that. Then you had Shawn Spears versus The Blade. Shawn Spears ended up taking the win for that. But shout out to The Blade. Like I said, Butcher and Blades are good workers. And they are very essential because you need those solid workers to help present you because, you know, Shawn Spears is back at AEW and stuff like that. So shout out to Shawn Spears. He unblocked me and we on good terms. So I don't have to speak bad about him now. Also on Rampage, we saw an appearance with Johnny TV. This is like his seventh name. He was Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, Johnny Nitro, Johnny, like he was Johnny every fucking thing. Now he's Johnny TV. So yeah, you got Johnny TV, QT Marshall versus Hardy Party. The Hardy curse, Matt Hardy and you know, you're I do want to say I love the Hardy Boys. They were part of my childhood. They, you know, they made their stamp in the tag team division. They don't need to be on TV anymore. It's not working. Maybe Matt Hardy can help the tag team division behind the scenes. But as far as him being one of the vets to kind of help, he's one of the vets. It's just not working. I'm sorry. And I be having faith in the vets and stuff like that, but he's just one of the ones that's just not working. It's not working. So just have him behind the scenes at this point. Because him taking TV time from others that can be on TV is just not working because it's just not translating. We tried. They done tried everything. It's just not translating. And I'm not saying it with no disrespect at all because I do love Matt and Jeff Hardy, but it's just not translating. So they don't have to be on TV anymore. Just retire. Give them their retirement match. Shut up. Somebody you don't like fun. Just give them their retirement match against the Bucks. Close the curtain. Because it's not translating on TV. Like Billy Gunn is translating. Chris Jericho is translating. Sting is translating. Christian is translating. You know what I'm saying? The beds are translating. Jeff Jarrett is fucking translating. They are translating on TV. Matt Hardy is just not translating. And it has nothing to do with him. I think that he will work better if he was like a coach of the tag team division in AEW to kind of help revamp it and give the advice and things like that because he is essential in the tag team division in wrestling. And that's not debatable. We know Hardy Boys is top 10, okay? That's not debatable. They are impactful. But him being on TV and things like that is just not translating, and it's time to kind of close the curtains on whatever that you're trying to do because it's not working. And it's no shade, like I said, it's no shade disrespect to the Hardys. It's just not working right now. So just
like I don't know, like I think because like right now, like with Jeff being out because he can't necessarily be in Canada. And they did the whole thing writing him off. They want to try to do this one last run again for the 8th time because they never seem to go right. You know, and they want one to catch and, you know, not end badly. And so they can walk off into the sunset. But it's like, that's not really how life works. So they just got to kind of figure out what they're going to do with it. But they've, like you said, they've kind of done all they could do, especially with a character like Matt Hardy. Like they've put him in every situation you could possibly be in. Like they had him in matches with Sammy Guevara. They had him in the TNT title picture. They put him with this group, with that group. This nigga had his contract. Now he has Ethan Page's contract. The other niggas had his contract. The firm had his contract. It's like, at what point do you go to your actual boss and say, hey, bruh, Tony Khan, why you letting these niggas step in on my money?
Yeah, and even when he came to AEW, he came in with his old gimmick, and it was just like, that's not working.
They did that too, yeah.
And they tried
it 2 months ago with the broken final deletion or the firm.
Yeah, they tried to do like he was even in the. Now I can't say him being a part of the Stadium Stampede, it worked, and that was probably one of my favorite ones. But even after that, it was just like.
Yeah.
I don't know, bud. We done tried everything. So maybe just have Matt Hardy as a coach, or you can have him as a manager per se. He doesn't necessarily have to be in the ring, or just have him as a coach. I just say just have him as a coach or try to have him as a producer. Because I feel like he has good ideas, but it doesn't translate well when it's just him. Like if he's a part of it, so just get him behind the scenes.
Damn, like your ideas is dope, but just not the ideas that you have for you. Like,
yes,
like damn.
Yes, like yes, your ideas is good. You just can't do it. I don't want to see you do it. I want to see if they can do it.
I want to see Stokely Hathaway and Big Money Matt as the board of directors in Ring of Honor. I love Jerry Lynn. Yeah. But I feel like Stokely and Big Money Matt, they can either play off of one each other with him having all the money and Stokely being like, hey, man, let me hold $20 this week, whatever. You know what I mean? Or they can kind of be at odds, good cop, bad cop type thing or whatever. But I would like to see him as the board of director in ROH. I feel like that'll give ROH a little something extra because when Matt Hardy gets frustrated with a performer and there's like a heated argument, he can get in the ring. And, you know, those seldom moments where it's necessary, it can work. But I don't need an overload.
If you want to be funny, if you really want to be funny, have Matt Hardy beat Eric Bischoff.
Yo.
I'm telling you, in ROH, have him beat Eric Bischoff in ROH. Just be funny. If you want to be petty, do that. That will work.
That's fire. And just have him be like, well, what am I going to do with Tony Khan's money this week?
Exactly. Do that.
I would have him get on a motorcycle in the ROH, in the honor zone or whatever you call that shit. I would have him bring a motorcycle in the middle of the ring and call out Tony Khan just like Eric Bischoff called out Vince McMahon for a fight and be like, nah, Tony Khan don't want to come down here to ROH. Me and Stokely running shit. Like I would fuck with that. Turn him into Eric Bischoff.
Yes, do it, Tony Khan. Do it. Make him even more mad. Like, do that. You got to do it. Do it with Matt Hardy. But yeah. So that was Rampage. And of course, I will get to Rampage main event because it was part of Women Business. Now let's get to Women Business. Play the Women Business thing.
You got it.
This is what you need to do. You need to stay out of women business.
All right, y'all, we're going to get down to women business. So all the men, be quiet. Raise your hand if you got something to say. But make sure, that was Rampage ain't part of the vote. My bad, y'all. I was about to say, make sure you put the big R's.
Yeah.
All right, so women business. We're going to start off with Dynamite. It was supposed to be Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker on the Owen Hart quarterfinal tournament, but Britt Baker was sick. She caught the sick bug from her man. And that's usually what happened, you know what I'm saying? My man, you know what I'm saying? She was standing by her man, just like old girl with Idris Elba. He got COVID, she did too. I said, I know that's right, because that would have been me too. Yeah, my man, you're going to be trapped in his mother. My man sick, I'm sick. He was sick, and Britt Baker was just like, I don't give a fuck. I still, you know what I'm saying? Then she got sick. So that's how that worked, you know? So Ruby Soho, she ended up having a match on Dynamite with Canada's own. It was Alexa Nicole. She's out there in Canada. So she had a good little applause because it was people that know of her. Ruby Soho put that girl in the dirt, and then she ended up cutting a promo as well after that, calling out Britt Baker. It's just like, girl, that girl fake, and she faking, and she was insulting, you know, her and her relationship. Like, she running from the smoke. She acting like she's sick. Ain't nothing wrong with her and stuff like that. So Ruby Soho been on her, you know, her bad bitch shit ever since she's been a heel, and I like heel on Ruby Soho. It's working. And then, of course, in the ringside, you have, of course, Saraya and Toni Storm antagonizing and things like that. So you got the Outcast. So the Outcast take the dub on that. That was the only card on Dynamite for Women Business. In Collision, you had the TBS Championship match. You had Chris Statlander versus Lady Frost. Let me tell y'all something. I've never seen this side of Chris Statlander, but it's a scary motherfucking sight in that ring. She not playing. She is not playing with you hoes. I'm sorry, she not playing at all. Chris Statlander is aggressive. I've never seen her this aggressive. Like she be playing, but she was aggressive in this match. Like she was letting y'all know she meant business. Like she was getting in front of the camera talking shit and all. I was like, I've never seen this side of Chris Statlander. I like this confidence in her. She letting you know whoever wanted, you gonna be just like her, Lady Frost. Shout out to Lady Frost. She's a good signing. She's also a good worker as well. I want to see more of Lady Frost in the ring. But yeah, it was a great match. Of course, Chris Statlander, she retains the TBS championship. Doing a great job as a champion, I must say. Like, she is the fighting TBS champion. She's doing really, really good. And she got, shout out to the gear, because she was letting you know, hey, this is real. This is, like I said, Chris Statlander is volleyball thick. Like, you could tell she played volleyball or something. But yeah, Chris Statlander with the Stone Cold knee braces going on and stuff like that. But she is a scary sight in that ring. So shout out to Chris Statlander. And also on Rampage Women Business, it was the main event. You had Sheeta versus Taya. Another great match, another banger for the women. Taya Valkyrie, great vet. Sheeta, great. Sheeta was like, finally, I got somebody I can wrestle. So, great match between the two. Shout out to Taya. Of course, Taya, you know, she ended up losing. Sheeta ended up taking the win. But it was a great match. It was actually I would say this was a great week for AEW Women Business. Great wrestling going on. And also I want to add what's going on. Willow she's in Japan. And she will be wrestling, of course. She's going against the Stardom champion. Is it the Stardom? I think so. Can't think of the name right now.
I think she's in a tag match. In
a tag match.
Her and Momo. Julia and one of the I can't remember who the fourth person in that tag match is. I can't remember
either.
But the next day she's scheduled to defend the New Japan Strong Women's Championship against Julia.
Yeah.
I'll get that. I'll get the people in that match, my bad.
Yeah, because Julia called her out. She said she wants some of Willow. And Julia also said she wants Toni Storm too. So she want both of them. So we gonna see. And but overall for Women Business, it was a great week. And also shout out to Athena as well. Like I said, we saw that Utami is she's in the States. She's doing a little excursion until she goes back, because you know they're not gonna get rid of her. She's the future of Stardom. So Utami's out here. So you know the people on the tweets were saying we want Athena versus Utami. So give it to us, Tony. Give it to us.
Did she quit?
No, she's just on a break. But
okay.
Yeah, she didn't give. You know, he's not getting rid of her. That's his. Yeah, this is Charlotte Flair.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because I saw like people were saying like she didn't quit or something was going on to where we didn't know what was really happening. But if it's just a break, everybody need a break. You feel me?
Yeah, I think it's just a break. They like one of my closest. I know Lyric. She was speaking on it as well. She was just saying it was a small excursion. It has something to do with you know, Japan going through that money situation or something like that.
Okay.
So she just in the States for a little bit? I want to say they said she was just in the States for 2 months or 3 months. It was either or. I have to listen to Lyric. Make sure y'all follow Lyric, because she's on the Joshin side. She's really informative, and that's how I catch up with things. So she tweeted something in regards to that, but she was just saying she's not let go of Stardom because they, you know, she's next up after Julia again. But she's just on a mini excursion in the States.
Okay. And so
I guess just to fight people.
Okay. Sorry. Women Business, my bad.
Oh no, she was saying I guess to fight people that's in the States that she wanted to fight, or just to get her prepared for the pay-per-view that's coming up.
Okay, so the match for the Independence Day New Japan Strong is Momo and Willow against Julia and Thekla. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. Please don't kill me. Thekla. I don't want to be disrespectful. You feel me? I'm not too familiar with her. But then that's that tag match, and then of course again Julia and Willow the next day. Those are both this week.
I feel like that's when Sasha comes back. I mean, not Sasha, Mercedes. Ooh, how rude of me. I feel
Speaking
like
hey, I got a question before I shut up again. When we talking about people that are, maybe going away or taking breaks, coming back soon, Jade, what are your thoughts on this Jade thing with her saying, "Oh, life outside of the wrestling bubble is nice. I might stay here." You've only been inside the wrestling bubble for 2.5 years. Like, like it's not like you had a long time to where like you don't know, like what outside of the bubble is.
With Jade, and even Drip has said it too. But with Jade, I feel like she may be done with wrestling. Like Jade, like this was just another way for her to get more interactions outside of wrestling. I really think this is a phase for multiple reasons. One, wrestling scare the bad bitches away, for one. Yeah. And Jade gives off the quote unquote popular girl vibes. Like, if this is how y'all acting, I don't want no parts of it because what I'm trying to do. So it's that, and then on top of she got what she needed out of wrestling. Like, now she's on these different platforms, and then of course she's part owner of a softball team and things like that. So I'm assuming that maybe she does not come back. And if she don't, it's cool. And if she does, I hope it's better in ring wise, and I hope that she has her game on. But I really think that it is a phase, and she's probably done with wrestling. Like, this is what she wanted anyway. She wants to be in the spotlight. She wants to get those sponsorship deals. Like, she's with Fenty. She was a model and things like that. She wants to be out there more. Like, she's already said that on different interviews that, she's not trying to wrestle forever. So she might be done with wrestling.
Drip says used it as a springboard to other endeavors. All power to her. So am I wrong, or is it too early to compare this to Cardi B being on Love and Hip Hop for like a season and then spin moving, signing her record deal and going crazy? Like, Jade, I think has that potential.
But see, with the Cardi B thing, she didn't even really expect that to happen. She always thought, ain't nobody about to take my shit. I'm going to have to keep trying. And then it ended up being what it was. It ended up getting popular because of Twitter.
That's true.
So that was one of those, I don't want to say lucky in a spot, but it was just one of those, it just so happened to happen. Like, it happened for Ice Spice. It happened for Cardi B. Because she didn't even think that shit was going to take off the way it did. So I don't think it has nothing to do with that. It helped, but I wouldn't say just used, because she's always humble to Mona Scott prior to shitting on wrestling like Jade is doing. Because it's just like, I don't want to say you don't have to necessarily keep shitting on it. I get it, because wrestling is not fair to Black people in wrestling and Black women. I get that.
And you also kind of got to play a character,
Yes. And you don't want to shit on people that were your fans. And I can say so much. It's so much I want to say, but I'm not going to, I'm going to keep it cute. Yeah. But yeah, right place, right time. But I'm not going to say that people know you because of wrestling, but at the same time, wrestling helps your platform. Like, she said that she had fans before, and that is true, but your followings went up since you became a wrestler, since you got into AEW. Yeah. Like, you have to remember, and I'm not even gonna brag on me, but I'm also in part of the the swag HBCU page on Facebook. And when I posted her with the AKAs on there, people was like, Kiki, who is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be like shit on wrestling now that you're getting to where you need to go, because you never know, the doors might slam on you then, and then guess who you got to probably crawl back to. You never want to bite the hand that fed you, and you never want to leave on bad note, in a bad taste.
Yeah.
You can look at Miro, for example. Miro was unhappy, and then the writer's block happened. Guess where he at?
Boop.
You don't want to be like that. You don't want to leave distasteful, because, you know, a lot of us was rocking with you. We might not agree with how you carried the title or how things happened, but we had your back. You don't want to just say fuck us because you're finally where you want to be. You finally able to get in the same rooms of stuff of people that you always wanted to be. You don't want to do that, because Dwayne Johnson can do that, because look at his network. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you, on the other hand, you're not there yet. You're trying to get there. So you got to stay humble. You have to stay humble, because like I always say, God can take you there and God can take it from you. The same way you got it is the same way he can take it from you. So you don't want to leave on a bad taste with wrestling, because you never know. You might have to come right back to wrestling to get back to where you need to go. And that's all I'm going to say. I wish her well and do you, but don't shit on wrestling, because it's stuff like this is why wrestling fans sometimes gatekeep wrestling for things like this. Like, she did what people thought Bow Wow was doing. You see what I'm saying? She did the same thing that Goldberg did. Like, Goldberg didn't give a fuck about wrestling. He was just here for the money, and you could tell. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of why they kind of gatekeep wrestling, but they do it to an extreme. Like, y'all be scaring the bad bitches when y'all do it. Don't do that. But if you gonna gatekeep wrestling, you gotta gatekeep it for people like Logan Paul. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna gatekeep it, do it with the right people that's actually just trying to use it for that. Like, because at least Logan Paul is out there giving it all he got, even though he's just using wrestling too. Like, he see what happened for Bad Bunny. He want to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
He out there trying. You see, he almost gave his whole neck to this shit on Saturday.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. He one wrong move, he could have been paralyzed. Like,
listen, goddamn, the only reason I was like, when they said that he was in that match, I said, yo, the only reason he's in this match is because Ricochet has an idea for a spot. That's it. Like, Ricochet has an idea for a spot. He had an idea and it didn't fucking work. So, like.
And also, this is why referees hold ladders as well. I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out. Yeah. So, yeah. But, so good luck to Jade Cargill. I want to see her win. I'm never rooting against anybody. I just, you just have to always be careful and watch how you move, because, like I said, the same way that it's given to you, it can be taken from you. People know of you because of AEW. I'm not saying like AEW made you or nothing like that, but they're going to be like, oh, you're the wrestler that's affiliated with Tony Khan.
It did increase our public profile. Like, your first match was teaming with Shaq. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
let's be real.
Yeah, it's okay to be confident, but you know what I'm saying? But don't be nasty. Never be nasty, because the same way you get it can be taken from you. And I'm not even trying to be ugly with it, but they could be like, do that Bianca Belair girl, do that? Because why are you doing that?
Yeah.
You don't want them to do that. You can easily be replaced.
Yeah, we
see it all the time.
You want Hulu to call you to do a reality show about your family too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It can be taken with you all the time, okay? As Cat Williams always say, you can be a Mustang until a fucking Rolls Royce pull up.
Yeah. And then you just looking stupid, like, I don't even want to be on this block no more.
Exactly. You can be a Mustang until a Rolls Royce pull up. Like, that's how life is. That's if it's free game. So I'm glad that you at the Essence and all of this other stuff. You at the BT and good. I like that shit. You part on the other softball team. Good shit. We proud of you. Do your thing. Do the fancy. But don't be nasty. You never want to be nasty with your blessings. Because like I said, it can be taken from you just like that. It can be taken from you just like that, okay? So my women business of the week is going to go to the TBS champion herself, Miss Chris Statlander. Like I said, Chris Statlander, this is something scary. It's looking scary for the girls out there. Whoever want to get in that ring and try to take her title, she ain't going down without a fight. She looking real scary. So shout out, and her popularity is rising, y'all. Like she stayed on the AEW merch list of the week. Her shit be selling. Her demos is rising. Chris Statlander is she holding on.
Yeah,
she holding on. She's like the fourth, because I was like, it's Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Toni Storm, and now Chris Statlander. Them four. They numbers and money right now. Numbers and money. That all four of them. They matching. The math is mathing. It can be done. You just got to put the work in. And Chris is putting the work in, and her shit is growing. So that is my women business of the week. Is the champion. She holding it down. All right. So now that we about to wrap it up, Graham, who was the damn program of the week by the fan checks in the chat? Who did they go for?
All right, let me get my final tally and look back, make sure. Right. All right, so from my count here, so for the I want to be clear here, right? I want to be clear here. One of these segments got the same amount of votes, and that was the Dark Order and the Elite and Ricky Starks and Juice Robinson.
Oh shit! Okay, so I'm gonna have to. Okay.
So there's like a half point here.
So we tied.
No, we're not tied.
Oh.
Collision wins this one. It looks like 4.5 to 3.5. I mean, if you want to take away the half point for them tying.
No. I ain't taking it out.
Because otherwise, because I didn't know how to score that one, but it was like that one was a tie. So, but Collision did get one more point this week than.
Okay, so the Collidas take the battle of this week. Last week it was Dynamite. This week is Collidas. Okay, the Collidas.
You calling them the Collidas, yo? That is crazy.
No, Tony Khan called them that.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, he said the Collidas. Because he saw the scores going on with the Dynamite gang and the Collidas. So he was like, oh, okay, so the Collidas.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the Collidas.
That's fire. I see you, TK.
That's all right, Dynamite gang. We're going to shake back, y'all. We lost this battle. We're going to take a water break. It's okay. Shout out to the Collidas and the Collision gang. Shout out to the Collision gang in the chat. The Collidas, y'all get this. Y'all get this. Y'all won this round. Y'all won this round. So shout out to the Collidas. So make sure y'all keep tuning in to Dynamite this week. It should be interesting. They announced some cards. Twitter is broken. So if y'all didn't see it, it's okay. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram though, because I'm gonna start posting more since Twitter is broken and damn near in the mud at this point. But I'm gonna start posting more on my Instagram. My Instagram is All Elite with Keeks on Instagram. But yeah, we got the Dynamite card. And they also did the Collision card, but they haven't made a graphic yet with the Collidas. So we'll see the Collida card Wednesday.
Yeah, because on that is the CM Punk and Samoa Joe semifinals match, and then Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs, like you mentioned earlier. And also Athena and who's she facing next in the tournament?
Willow.
Yeah, then there you go. Yeah. So there you go.
Whenever Willow is done. So yeah, Athena versus Willow gonna go, ooh, that's gonna go stupid.
Oh shit. And Athena just shout out to Grapsity. Athena has an interview coming with them this week.
Yes, and I'm gonna listen to it. Yes. So
that's good.
Ask the right question. Phil said he asked the right questions this time. He saw me yelling and fussing about people not asking the real questions. So he said that they asked the real questions.
That's what's up.
But yeah, shout out to Grapsody. They do have an interview with Athena, so I'll be listening to that to see what's going on. But yeah, so shout out to all y'all in the chat that voted. Thank y'all for participating again. That ain't no damn fireworks. I don't know if y'all heard that.
That's a firework, bro.
That's not a firework.
Just look outside the window.
Uh-oh. And finally, the last match on Collision is FTR and Juice Robinson versus Jay.
Okay, baby. Okay. Yeah. So okay, I will take you to see fireworks. Okay, but yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in to another All Elite with Keeks. Make sure y'all tune into Dynamite, Collision, and also Rampage. Make sure you tune into ROH as well. Make sure y'all subscribe to Public Enemies. Make sure y'all tune in every Wednesday. They are back. The gang is back. Yeah, so we know Twitter is broken, so make sure y'all follow all of us on our Instagram. I will be posting more frequently on my Instagram since Twitter is broken. Say hey to my baby. She said hey to y'all. Don't be rude.
There you go. Uh-oh, what's happening?
Good.
She said good. Make sure, yes, like and subscribe and get my Getaway Music gram.
Bye.
You've mentioned a couple names recently. Who were they?
Listen, man. They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans.